Welcome in, everybody. It is week 8 of the NFL. The Vikings are 5-1, and the Packers still suck. This is the running backs episode, week 8 of the NFL over on OwnersBox. If you haven't played OwnersBox yet, you got to give it a try. Just click on the link in our description to give it a go, and you can use code MENLY when you sign up. They are matching deposits up to $500. So, Soda, we're going to start it right off. Why don't you start us with our honorable mentions at the running back position?
Running backs the last 3 weeks have been just horribly difficult to find any sort of value. So that's why I think this show is going to bring a lot of value to listeners and give them some good insight. Honorable mention: we got two guys that have been sticking around our list quite a bit: Kenneth Walker, Brian Robinson, and then my third one that I think is going to be sneaky: Tony Pollard. So he's going to be limited, maybe out. Love those for honorable mention plays.
Yeah, and so to hit it on the head, it wasn't too long ago where you could get Raheem Mostert for $4,100. There was a lot of value at the running back position, but now almost anybody that's going to score any points is above 5,000. So it's kind of tough to find that value out there, but we are going to do our best to help you pick the best running backs. So coming in at number 5 at the running back position, just mentioned him, Raheem Mostert of the Miami Dolphins. He's going against the 31st ranked Detroit defense against running backs. You see 16 carries last week, 4 receptions, and in OwnersBox, you also get some points in the return game, and he also gets some work in the return game. Soda, what are your thoughts on Mostert?
I think when you look at this one, you think about the game script for this game. We expect the Dolphins to be playing with the lead, and the Dolphins like to use Chase Edmonds a little bit, but when they're going to play with the lead and want to pound the ball, they're going to use Mostert. So this is all about the game script, and then obviously the opponent ranked there with the Lions.
Absolutely. All right, next up, coming in at number 4, we have Ramondre Stevenson of the Patriots. They are going against the worst run defense in the New York Jets. The Patriots have beaten the Jets 8 times in a row or something crazy like that. I think it might be 12, actually. I think they beat them 12 times in a row. You see only 11 carries here, but he kind of got scripted out as they were getting blown out by the Bears on Monday Night Football. They use him a lot in the pass game. He seems to be taking over that number 1 role over Damian Harris. Soda, any thoughts on Ramondre?
Yeah, this is another good play. I always struggle with this, just knowing how much they like use Damian Harris too. But like you said, he is heavily involved in the pass game. He's really coming along and probably the number one ahead of Damian Harris. And he can't, even though they could be getting blown out, he really can't be scripted out just because of his involvement in the pass game. And that's why you see 8 catches this past week against the Bears. He's not going to be scripted out of the game. So really like that.
Yeah. All right, number 3. And this is the only running back we believe that you can get under 5,000 that's going to score you any points, and that's D'Onta Foreman going against Atlanta. He's 4,900 on OwnersBox. He had 15 carries last week for 118 yards. We obviously saw Chuba Hubbard get the touchdown, but we like D'Onta Foreman from a value standpoint over on OwnersBox. So what do you think about Foreman?
His nickname this week, we're calling him Big Play Foreman. He is explosive, almost guaranteed to have some sort of 50-yard play, whether in the run game or pass game. I would expect this to probably be one of the most popular plays on OwnersBox, just for the price, just for the explosiveness, and people know how the Panthers are going to use him. But just because he's going to be popular doesn't mean he isn't the right play. He's got explosion. He might find the end zone this week. Really like this play as well.
All right, that leads us to our number 2 play, a man who has been very popular on our list, and that is Saquon Barkley of the New York Giants going against the 29th ranked Seattle defense. He's 6,500. He leads the league in carries. Soda, what do you think about Saquon?
Saquads, need I say more? Just another great play. You see it, he hasn't gone over 100 yards that often this year, but his carries are just going to be there. I mean, he's going to get a heavy workload. He's involved in the pass game. And like you said, they're going against a real bad run defense. I expect him to get a huge workload. This is one of those that I'm hoping he finds end zone 2, maybe 3 times.
Yes, sir. And our number one running back this week is the king himself, Derrick Henry, going against the Houston Texans. I think Derrick Henry is going to get an ass load of carries this week. You see, it goes up every single week. He had 30 carries in his last game against the Colts, and I do not expect that to change. I expect him to get at least 30 again this week and possibly a couple touchdowns. Soda, what do you think about King Henry this week?
Isn't that something? Literally, those carries just have gone up and up. You haven't seen a decline in them. And if he gets 30 carries, he's going to have 100 yards. And how he didn't score a touchdown last week, I have no idea. This guy is a goal line machine. He's likely to score a touchdown. 30 carries, he's going over 100 yards. You just can't find a better play than this.
Yeah, my prediction at the beginning of the year was that Derrick Henry was going to break the single season touches record. He might not be on track for that, but he's gonna get a lot of touches, and he's our number one play this week over on OwnersBox. So to recap, our top 5 running backs: at number 5, Raheem Mostert; number 4, Ramondre Stevenson; number 3, Deontay Foreman; number 2, Saquon Barkley; and our number 1 running back on OwnersBox is Derrick Henry. Stay manly, everybody.